I said. Raquan Biscom.
Number 2, Raquan Biscom.
Yeah, that's it. Number 5, Roston.
Number 5, Roston Best.
And now for the starters.
And for the starters of the Purple Falcons. At number 1, we have Tariq Harewood.
This guy's here at Johnny Square, but he doesn't have a number.
He's not here.
Brown and Rowe.
Actually, the one I didn't.
At number 6, you may know him by his aggressive nature in driving to the basket.
Hey.
Brandon Rook.
Shooter. Number 4.
At number 4,
Shakozi
long
Bordy.
hair, don't care, let it fly anywhere. Shakozi
Bordy. Justin Bramo.
The vice captain of the Purple Falcons. Controlling the tempo. Number 9, Justin Bramo.
I know they can sub Carl.
You've seen him last game. Really flying for the Purple Falcons. At number 7, the captain, Carl Thorpe.
I got the number.
And a very late introduction, but needs to be noted. Number 3, Johnny Searles.
So this is Mark Bass, right? The coach.
Yeah, Mark Jones.
And the coach for the Purple Falcons, Mark Jones.
Hey. Alright.
Bumblebees lost one game, right?
Yes.
Win 2 and lost one.
Win 2, lost 1.
Standing with a 2-1 record, we have the Yellow Bumblebees.
He's not on Bumblebees.
Julian Ford, yeah. We will figure out that name again.
Number 7, Jaden Walker.
I don't know. Whoever got the local sheet.
He ain't there. So we ain't got worry.
Number 10, Jason Stepney.
Number 8, Michael Thomas.
Number 8, Michael Thomas.
So the starters now? Now for the starters.
Now for the starters, for the Yellow Bumblebees. Number 1, Nicholas Grimes.
It's the tank.
I didn't know that was tight.
Number 5, you can catch him always on the fast break, Christopher Yearwood.
Control playmaker killer.
Was missing an action last game, but they said they didn't need him. We have number 6, Kyron Alexander.
Better work, Joe.
The playmaker, the ball handler, the one who needs just a little bit more height. At number 4, Simeon Maynard. The captain of the Yellow Bumblebees. Standing at 6'8". I think he grew an inch since last game. We have Trey Ward.
Rico Watson and Dwight Rose. Yeah, Adrian Cragwell.
And the coach who's back, Adrian Cragwell.
Alright, co-referee tonight is Rico Watson and
the co-referee for tonight's game is Rico Watson
and Dwight Rose.
That was
Good introduction. Once we were to get these introductions easy though, but
well done, Charlie.
yeah, Charlie's like for the thing a little better than me. Easy play by play.
Here, let it fly anywhere.
Easy play by play. Yeah, easy play by play guy. Charles could really get it out there. Alright, I want to write this down though. Carl Thorpe. Hold that paper there, Carl Charles. Justin Brown. I writing over the names on the back because they give me a used score sheet. We keep getting back the same paper though, bro.
Teron.
Shakozi. Talk for the start. You got tall to start at rate 2.
And we're ready here for the jump ball. And Trey wins it quite easily. What would the yellow bum bees do first? Simeon gives it to Chris. Chris back to Simeon. Simeon lets her attack. He reverses it to Chiron. Chiron with a one dribble pull up. And it's no good, but we get Trey on the board and it's good. And the yellow bum bees have the first thing for the night. How would the Falcons replay? Bannon Ruck. Here he goes again, attacking the basket. No call. And the Bumblebees are out. They're flying. They're out. Chris running on the break. And the rest of it, they're letting this one play tonight. This is going to be an interesting game here.
Seems pretty aggressive early. That's good night, people. Starting early again. Seem to have a little trouble here. The desk wasn't ready for the call. All right, seems to be a clock issue. Hold on just a minute. Yes. Seems to be a bit of trouble here. We're trying to find out what is going on. They're not telling me as well. So just bear with us. Wind is a bit high up here today. I can't even hold my papers steady. People said they prefer Princess Royal. So we will see if it really makes a difference. Rico? Happen? Huh? Okay. So there's a shot clock problem. It seems to be a shot clock problem. Which is fair.
Alexander.
Gets
Simeon.
it.
Simeon up fade, sweep through.
Throws it up.
Floater, and it's good.
Lovely finish. Will he continue from last night?
Simeon going up against Chakosi, and you know they are schoolmates.
Yes. And there's a bit of a rivalry there, trust me. There is. So just look out for that. Justin Bramo flips it up. Lovely smooth finish. These guys seem to be a bit more comfortable in this fourth day, which is expected. Some of them might be a little tired as well, because the Yellow Bombees have played 4 consecutive days. Chris attacking Chakosi, lovely spin. It gives it back at the trail ward.
One more swing to Simeon. Simeon drives.
And is blocked by
Tyreek.
Yes, it looks like it was blocked by Tyreek Herwood.
Bramo attacking.
Flips it up.
And it's good.
A nice and easy finish. He's very smooth around the basket. And if you see Trey Ward playing up a headband, I'm not accustomed to seeing it. He may have it on, but maybe it works for him.
Chris, it's a lot sharp.
Very sharp.
But Chiron chases it down. Gives it back to Simeon.
Chiron had a rest.
Not much time on the shot clock now. But Chiron gets it for 3.
And misses.
No bueno. Trey off the board. One dribble. Tries to power it up. But no, he gives it to Chiron, which is stolen. And
Rook brings it up.
Oh, he
tries to fly it and loses the possession.
I don't know why Carl stopped running. He was free.
As usual, we're seeing an early lapse with Carl Tart. But we will see how it continues on. I find the Purple Falcons start very, very slow. And I'm not sure if doesn't grind them in early in the game, or is if it's the warm-up?
Simeon for 3. They're having a pretty good tournament here.
Yes, he has. He's averaging around like 16 points a game, something like that.
He's also controlling the pace for his team also.
Yes, he has.
Everything he's doing is not showing up on the stat sheet, but the stats still do look good. He's controlling the pace. He has few turnovers. And for a point guard, his assist to turnover ratio, I believe, is in a positive.
And I think he loves to match. Ball given into Tariq Harewood. Up fades, goes up, misses.
Left it short.
Trey Ward is a very big presence on the inside.
Simeon attacking 1-on-3, it looks late, but he looks for his cavalry. And he gives it to Kyron. We know what Kyron is going to do.
That spins, gives it back to Simeon for 3. Misses.
And you can hear the crowd, same spot, same shot.
And he has
the same result. He can't handle the pass. Simeon attacking.
Going left strong. Let's see, he's going to attack Carl, throws it up.
And 1.
And the ball is on the floor. It may have been on the floor. Christopher Harewood controls the game, gives it to Simeon. Simeon brings it over to Kyron. Kyron attacks, another spin. Simeon pulls up from the same spot. This time,
same shot.
Gets the result.
First result. He's 2 or 3 from the 3-point line, I believe.
I'm loving how this game started. It's not very scrappy. They're controlling the tempo, each team. Rook with another aggressive attack is fouled by Trey Ward. And that will be his first personal. Trey does a good job on the inside, but when guys are flying at you like that, it's going to be difficult for him to stop them from getting to the
I think
ring.
he just has to hold his ground and not reach in. A lot of his calls are aggressively when he tries to block and swipe. Just stand tall and force him to finish over him.
Yes. His first free throw is good, by the way. And he shoots his second. And the second is good. So 2 points for Brandon Rook, both from the free throw line. Simeon brings it down, brings it to the left side of the court, crosses over between the legs, gives it.
You have Chris running the baseline.
Kyron, Chris gets it for 3. Let's short again.
You know Chris is not shy of shooting it.
Not at all.
Trey on the inside,
throws it up.
Big and gets.
It's a good finish by Trey.
That's a very good finish by Trey.
Carl gets it in the bottom, gives it to Chicozy for 3.
Well, we know he can let it fly from anywhere.
Simeon in and out, gives it to Kyron. Kyron attacks left, gives it back to Simeon
same
again.
Spot, same shot.
Will they guard him from that spot? I'm confused as why they're allowing him to shoot so freely.
There's an X down there. There has to be an X down there.
Chicozy is not doing playing very good defense on him there.
But he can't get it, but he follows his own board. He gives it up fit, and he can't finish once again.
And we have Chris with the rebound, gives it to Simeon.
Simeon will go back to this spot again.
He's probably going to find Chris this time. Yes, as we saw, he goes up strong, off glass, misses barely. Chicozy brings it up gently, gives it to Rook. Rook pulls back, using his left hand this time. Lovely in and out. Goes to the basket, misses barely.
You can see there Rook try to organize the spacing on the floor so he can attack.
He pulls up for 3. Ball is long.
So he check.
Chris tries to cut off Rook. Rook is going to go all the way. I know that. And he barely misses. Rook seems to be upset with the fact that he missed that one. Simeon gets to the Kyron. Kyron attacks Euro step, throws it up.
It looks like he lost his footing, but he found the basket.
That's good body control. That's what you call good body control. That's his first 2 for the game, though. He's now getting into it. Ball is, yes.
I think Carl is going to attack here finally.
1-2. Gives it over to Tariq.
That's a very beautiful.
It's a good pass. That's a good pass by him.
I don't see much of that happening in this tournament. Where they attack, force the big guy to commit, and then just lay it off.
Yeah, or maybe the pass is just such a bad pass it doesn't make it there, huh? But I'm liking the fact that they're adapting from these matches. Every game is a development where you try to get better and better. The coaches will talk it over now, but this time out, we have the Yellow Bumblebee 17 and the Purple Falcons are 11, just passing the 4-minute mark. Yellow Bumblebees will start with the ball. Ball is given to Kyron Alexander.
This is Chris.
Ball is given to Simeon. Simeon tries to dump it down, but gives it back to Chris, gives it to Kyron. They're using the perimeter really well, but they're not using on the inside. Simeon attacks, tries to dump it back to Kyron. Kyron shoots it and gets the 3 to fall. It looks very comfortable there.
That's how it was a little few steps off the line too. I think he's showing his range.
Yeah, that guy's pretty strong actually. Carl fumbles a bit, goes left, pulls back, spins, and throws it to Rook. I thought he was throwing it away. And Rook is blocked by the long tray award, but he gets it back. From
he just needs to stand up and force the guys to finish over there. And here we have
Jason Stepney entering the game for the Tank, Nicholas Grimes. Justin barely misses. Simi.
We know Chris is on the break. He has enough to say pulls it up.
Which is a very good decision there by Chris. A few guys would like to force it. Kyron is not one to shoot just because he scored the last possession, but I'm thinking that they should try to get him the ball back.
Seems to be a back foot violation. I'm not sure I agree with the call.
Yes, may have been tipped there. Score 20-11 to the Yellow Bumblebees. Shakozi Bordy will give it to Carl Tharp. Carl Tharp pulls up for 3. May have been tripped up, but he misses everything on that one. As we've been saying for the past few days.
You can get you attack once, and you got a very nice play, and now you settle.
And it's not as he can't do it. We know he can. But it may be just the confidence showing right now.
I believe the coach has to instill in him that he needs to attack. He needs to attack.
Coach is telling him to get right back. Shakozi is...
The Purple Falcons are just missing some convertible layups, and that has them down in the game.
Chris pulls up for 3. It's very short again. He has not gotten one to hit the ring so far. I don't think so. Shakozi pulls up. Not a bad pull up, but I feel they could have created something better there. Trey gives it back to Shakozi, where he will miss again. Now we're seeing the games we've been seeing for the past few days. Chris gets it back, gives it Mello.
Finds Jace. He travels. He got away with it though.
He could have hit the high-low there with Trey, but he's given to Chris again, where Chris will shoot short.
Can't see to find the range yet. They have Simeon free. They're just not seeing it.
I find Chris may be forcing his shot a bit though. The guys are getting out to him. Simeon wanting his big man to pass out the ball.
Well, he's not wrong. When the defense collapse and
supposed to dish back out.
Dish it back out. They're dishing it in, so why not dish it out?
Foul call there on Shakozi Bordy.
That's a bit.
Baffled about the call, but we all know how that goes from yesterday as well. He was pretty upset with some of the calls made, kind of affecting his offense.
The first one is no bueno.
So Trey will miss his first free throw. And for the second free throw,
No bueno.
Another long ball,
He's
but they
not
tend to.
holding his follow through though.
I agree.
I'd like to see him hold his follow through.
Carl brings it up, gives it to Justin Bramo. Justin Bramo attacks middle. Lovely Euro step. I find these guys are really using the Euro step. Like, no one goes straight 1-2 to the basket, or
Sometimes it's very necessary, but well,
blocked by Carl.
Carlo does. But it's a good block by Carl.
Yes, it was a good block.
Sometimes I think it's necessary, but there are times when they're using it very well.
Yes, I agree. I would just like them sometimes to, gather step, go up strong.
Or even a jump stop. I don't think I've seen a jump stop yet.
Yes. These are moves we'd like to see these under 18s using at this point in time. But very enjoyable game so far. Score is still 20-11 to the Yellow Bumblebees. And we have another stoppage here. I think we may be changing the ball. I say the ball may be a little too slippery for the players. And yes, we have a change of ball here. So the Purple Falcons will bring it out of bounds from the baseline. Chikozi brings it up, gives it to Carl. Carl goes strong right, outfits, puts it up, misses. Tariq tries to fight Jason for it. Ball hits off Carl's head, goes to
I
Simeon.
think Jay is shuffling his feet a lot sometimes when he's being pressured. He's getting away with it right now. That is a nice in and out, but it's blocked by Carl.
Simeon uses some good moves, ends up throwing Chikozi a bit to the floor there as he tripped up on his leg. And Carl with the board.
He can push it. He can push it. Okay, there are no numbers now. Bravo finds Rook. Nice move by Rook. Very nice Hezzy. Finish on the other side of the rim to eliminate the shot.
Preferably, I hate to see guys try to go left with their right hand. It was a good move to start, but maybe he just should have just gone left in the first place. He ended up going back right to try to go left and like shadowing to that side. Throws it up, that ends the quarter. We have Yellow Bumblebees 20 and the Purple Falcons are trying to battle back as they are 13 right now. Very tiring fourth day for everyone. What I would like to see from the Bumblebees this quarter coming is a bit more spice on the fast breaks. They're not running their fast breaks. They're always sticking up halfway and then just passing it back out to start up a set, which is working for them right now, but I'd like to see them utilize their fast breaks a bit more. And for the Purple Falcons, they just need to wake up. They're sleeping right now. They're completely sleeping right now. Offensively, defensively. At least Carl Tarp is in the game a bit earlier this time.
Well, Rook is always up. He's always attacking, he's always aggressive. But don't let's forget, he can also shoot the three ball.
Yes.
I guess he's thinking that he doesn't want it to be a case where there's no one attacking the basket.
Yes,
and
because
he ends up shooting, so he takes it upon himself to be the one to attack the basket. But he can also shoot it. Just let's wait and see
if he will start to shoot some later down. You're right. So we'll be waiting for that.
The rest are having a good time over here. I think they're really enjoying the Christmas festivities.
Ball will go to the Purple Falcons to start back the second quarter. Brandon Root to aimball.
You see, they've been squeezing Chikozi in here. They don't walk together with the ball. They're almost
yeah, and they're allowing Bramo to get an open look.
They're two. Chikozi leaving Bramo free. Bramo with the nice upset.
Gives it to Rook. Oh.
They're scrambling, and Rook tries to dish off to the big guy.
Ends up being stolen by Trey Ward.
Hustles, and he takes it from behind.
Tannis with a lovely save.
Hustles back for it.
Trey gets it, gives it back to Simeon. Simeon goes in, throws it back to Tannis. Tannis pulls up for three, looks good, it's short.
Here goes Carl.
Brandon Rook.
Shakosi.
Shakosi for 3.
Like,
Oh, back rim. Trey Ward gives it to Tannis. Tannis in the fast break. He's kind of deadly in this sort of area. Tries to pull it up, misses. Gives it back to Kyron, and Kyron may have been fouled, but he was very strong. Ends up hitting Shakosi in the face. Shakosi has been taking a bit of hand to start this game. Brandon Rook brings it over the half. Gives it to Justin Brumble. And they almost lose it there. Adrian needs them to step up, and Carl shoots the 3. It's good to see him stretching the floor.
Yes, he can shoot it. I just think he doesn't need to settle for it when he has a guy he can take to the cup.
Simeon gets it. Simeon gives it to Kyron Alexander. Given into Trey Ward. Given back to Tannis. Tannis loses it on the drive.
And Trey is running him down.
Yes, and doesn't foul, which is pretty good by a center.
Good hustle by Trey. Very good hustle.
Simeon gives it to Kyron. Kyron goes up with a gather. Misses.
Off to Jays.
Jay misses.
And Kyron is battling down.
Yes, maybe he got his
player, but he's definitely battling.
He seemed to have gotten his break yesterday.
So his legs are back under him.
So the Yellow Bombees will keep possession of the ball. They were really fighting there. Kyron and Trey getting on the boards. Gives it to Trey, easy lane, but misses. Justin in transition, gives it to Rook. Rook outfits and goes up with it.
Nice patience by Rook. Rook is having a pretty good tournament also.
Yes, 6 points for the game so far. We have his Rook. Simeon stops, looks like he's going to shoot it. No, gives it off to Trey. Tannis. Tannis attacks, middle, right, gives it into Trey. Good pass.
Nice
might have been fouled there, throws it up, and gets it to go. So Ralston in for the Purple Falcons, gets it to Carl Thorpe. Carl gives it over to Justin Brumble. Justin Brumble attacks, nice and sweet. Rook attacks, he's going strong, lays it and misses. Rook goes really hard, as we know, but I believe he can handle it. If he just control it a bit more, he'd be better off. He goes in with so much control. Maybe, because he either shoots the 3 or he goes right to the basket.
Kyron finds Simeon.
Simeon outfits, throws it up. Might not have been the best idea.
You see, another one dribble pull out. I got 5 players out utilizing this one dribble pull out.
Yes, they are.
It's either all the
throws
way
it over.
or 3.
And as we've seen in obviously the NBA and pro leagues, people live off of those mid-range pull-ups.
Rook is thinking about the 3.
Gives it over to Carl. Carl pulls up for 2. And we were asking for it, and we got a mid-range pull-up.
A little bit different. That's a catch and shoot. I want to see a nice up-fade, one dribble pull-up. Once they put it on the floor, they're going all the way.
Simeon guarded by Ralston Best. It seems like they may be in a 3-2.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Ball is given.
They need to look for the big guy.
Simeon gives it to Tannis. Tannis attacks strong. Might have been fouled there, and he's given the foul. Foul is on number 5. Ralston Best with his first personal. Ball is given to Tannis. Tannis has a shot. He dribbles into it, and he gets it to fall.
The one dribble pull up here.
Charles is very happy to and you received. Carl brings it to the left, gives it to Justin. Justin.
Happy feet. No call. Into the post. Look at the big fella.
Outfit, throws it in.
2. Very nice. Well done.
It's a lovely move by Tariq Harewood.
24-26. We have a game on our hands.
Simeon goes left, gives it over to Kyron Alexander. Kyron Alexander gives it back to Simeon Maynard. Simeon pulls back.
A lot in this possession.
Yes.
Who's Carl guarding right now?
I'm thinking that with the 3-2, if you're on the baseline, you're more than likely going to be free on the perimeter baseline.
But if they overload the side, the zone needs to shift. So Carl needs to shift across and not stay his spot if they're overloading the side.
So as we're seeing, there's some weaknesses in this 3-2.
These aren't exploiting it.
Yes, they are.
Kyron at the line, and the first one
is no good. I'm not sure who the foul was on there, but I will figure that out for you and get back to you very soon. Kyron with his second free throw. It is no good as well. And there was also a lane violation on the yellow Bumblebees. So Justin will give it into Rook.
Rook is handling the point guard here right now.
Yes, he is. Rook will.
Tyreek wants it. He has the smaller tank on him.
Rook gives it to Carl. Carl Tharp pulls up for three and gets another three to fall. That's his second three in the contest. He has 8 points right now in the game.
It looks like a 2 though, because the score is 26 all.
So it may have been a 2, a very, very long 2. Tannis tries to attack. He's not giving a foul for his effort.
Here's Rook. We know where he's going. We know where he is going.
Rook with the 2. Mr. Cragwell might not be very happy with that effort there, but we see that Michael Tannis is really trying to get to the basket. Mark tells his team to start reaching in, so they may have actually gotten away with a foul there, as we saw.
Well, from the beginning, we've seen the rest have been letting them play, so these players need to adjust. And if it's going to be a tight call, secure the ball or don't go.
Miles want to go. Miles want to go. I ain't got the money right now.
Huh?
I got the money right now. PS, I'm trying to get a PS4. I'm trying to get a PS4 right now. So, I need to go ask Mother for money if she ain't great. Well, another one missed. The score right now is 28-26 to the Purple Falcons. The Purple Falcons have actually taken the lead as we just passed the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. A bit of scoring here in this game so far. Simeon gives it over to Kyron. Kyron Alexander gives it to Tannis. Michael Tannis gives it back. He loses it. It may have been off his leg, and the ball will go to the Falcons. Good hands by the guards. Might have been Roston Best with the tip there.
You see, like they're up to pressure. They're meeting them at half.
Roston gets it, gives it over to Rook. Rook, not really utilizing his three-point shot.
Smaller one on him, man. He just turns and goes to shoot over him, and it's almost good.
Fortunately, he's given a rubber ring. Yes, that's what we need right now for the Purple Falcons to win this game. Ball is given back to Michael Tannis. Michael Tannis attacks left, throws it off of the right.
And Rook has the board, and we know where Rook.
And Tannis ends up forcing the turnover, which Simeon gets the steal. Kyron Alexander goes up, shouting and one.
It really could be, but the rest are letting them play.
Yes, they need to understand the game is going to be physical. As if they're not going to call, you need to play.
Let's see what these players have.
Carl gets it to Rook in the corner. Rook pulls up and misses. Tariq with another rebound goes up for 2, also misses the putback. Simeon is on the break, might be a dangerous attack, throws it up and is fouled by Rodston. A very hard foul there by the smaller Rodston Best. Hustles a lot.
I like that. The rest aren't dealing them out with calls, letting them play. And it's not out of hand, but it's physical. And I like that. You'll see how players adjust to this type of game start.
Simeon's first free throw. They're missing a lot of free throws. First off, they're missing a lot of free throws up here.
Yes, they are.
In the plane, it was a bit different, but they tend to miss a bunch of free throws up at UWI Cave Hill. Second one is good. That's what I like to see. Players proving me wrong. Rook gets it on the perimeter, attacks, throws it up, and gets the and one. He gets it to fall, so he will try to convert at the lane there.
He attacks the basket and he attacks with velocity.
Foul will go on number 6 of the yellow Bumblebees.
He's an animal.
He's an animal. So Kyron with his first personal. Let's see if he will score his free throw.
Takes his time. No good.
No good.
Trey seems to be getting some rest here for the yellow Bumble Bees.
Yes, he
and
is.
Chris also.
You can see that it's very chilly outside. The guys are wearing their jackets on the bench. Tanis pulls up for three and gets the three to fall. So we're seeing a different speed from Tanis today. It was facilitating in the last 2 days, but he's taking shots now. The little guy with a lovely flip up. His first two of the contest.
Simeon may have slapped there on defense.
Kyron gets to the Tanis to Simeon. Simeon looks like he may have stepped back there. Jason Stepney turns, tramps it down to Tanis. Tanis with another finish. Tanis is racking up some points here. 7 points for him so far. Justin blows by Tanis with a lovely lay-in. Very quick first step, and he's very smooth and silky going to the basket.
The coach is begging his team to get back in transition. They're just jogging back. Like
Simeon with a lovely two. Another one dribble pull up there.
That one was off a nice left to right cross.
Yes, it was.
I'm loving it.
There's a bit, Simeon looks like he was crossed. Ralston throws it up. I find if this guy Ralston Best had just a bit of fundamentals offensively, he would be a killer. Defensively, he's always in his skin. Oh, barely misses the three. Carl Clark.
Bringing it over very easy. I think he's going to attack. He's actually going to attack.
He's bodied by the smaller defender, and there's a foul there. It is a blocking foul on number 7 of the
time.
Sorry, the foul is actually on Jaden Walker of the Yellow Bumblebees. Not on Tank Nicholas Grimes.
That's a good hit by Rutt, and it looks like
he's given a foul there.
Stepney.
Jason Stepney. So the foul will go on Jason Stepney. We're having a bit of fouls here early. So as we saw earlier, Jaden Walker with the foul, he has entered the game for the first time. Rook shoots his first and misses, second and misses two. Simeon attacks in transition, pulls back. What a lovely point guard we have here. Gives it to Kyron Alexander. Kyron Alexander slips, and Jacozy gets the steal. Jacozy, like he's going all the way, putting his head down. Lovely spin, throws it up, does not get it to fall. He may have forced it there a bit, Charles.
He could have found the pass after the spin, but I like that the rest are letting them play. I really like it.
Tanis goes in strong. He may have hit his foot there, trying to go up.
I think the game isn't wild, but I think it's aggressive.
Yes, it very much so is. Ball goes to Carl. Carl gives it to Shakozy. Shakozy to Justin. Justin goes over, flips it up, and misses.
He can't convert his Rook. Almost comes up with the board. And they're out. They're out.
Simeon, you know he's a danger in the fast break. Gives it to Stepney.
Thrown away. It is thrown away.
By Raquan Biscom of the Purple Falcons.
Kyron for three. No good. Bramo comes up with the board. He's looking for someone. He finds Rook. You know where Rook is going. You know where Rook is going. Oh no, he finds Carl. Carl.
And we
What's
have
the name there?
Raquan Biscom.
He's padding his stats there. He misses, follows his own rebound.
But gets his first two for the game.
The score is tight here with 13 seconds left. and they're passing it around, and they give it into the
Jason
post.
Stepney gets
I
it.
think
He
they
looks
give
like he will hug there.
He doesn't really know what to do with the ball.
Yes.
He throws it right off him.
He could have thrown that backwards and scored, but he wasn't sure of it.
It's 5 seconds. I think they gave him the ball too early though.
Yeah. His father gets on him a bit there. 5 seconds left in the quarter. They roll it, and Carl picks it up, gives it to Shakozy for 3.
You know what he's gonna do?
And it is just long. And that will end the first half, 36 all. So as we end the first half, as I said, 36 all. These guys are really putting on a show here offensively for us. Not defensively at all, but offensively for us. We have Brandon Rook with 8 points, Carl Tarp with 8 as well, and then we have Simeon Maynard with 14 points, game high so far, and Kyron Alexander following him with 9. Christopher Harewood seems to have put on a headband. The ball is given to Simeon Maynard, who gives it back to Chris. They use the perimeter very well again. The 3 players on the yellow Bumble with headbands right now. Simeon Maynard, Christopher Harewood, and Trey Ward. Ball is given to the tank, who misses. Tariq with the rebound. Ralston Best goes left, almost loses it. Goes hard and gives it to Justin Brummel, who gives it to Rook. Rook back to Best. Best for 3. 3 does not fall. Kyron in transition. He's turned on the Jets now. Attack strong 1-2. Flips it up and in. So Kyron continuing his very strong game right now. Rook gives it to Carl Tarp. Carl Tarp gives it into Tariq Harewood. Harewood flips it up. Misses. Trey Ward with the rebound. Simeon Maynard will bring it up for them. Simeon gets it to Kyron Alexander. Alexander to Simeon. Simeon to Harewood. Harewood pulls back out, unsure of what to do. Gives it to Simeon. Simeon pulls up for 3. Does not get it to fall. Trey hustles after it and ends up almost running over Simeon. Rook tries to throw it. Left hand just doesn't seem to get the pass right and throws it away. Simeon Maynard brings it up across the strength. Christopher gets it, gives it to Kyron Alexander. Kyron gives it back to Simeon. Simeon for 3, and it is good. Very good shot by Simeon Maynard. He has 4 threes right now. It's really bombing from 3-point line. Justin gets it to Carl. Carl Tarp gives it back to Justin. Justin Brummel to Best. Best to Rook for 3. Nothing at all. Kyron Alexander attacks, turns back, gives it over to Simeon again, who in and out and goes by Chris, where he is blocked by Rook. And then there's a travel call there by the referee. So Simeon gets denied there by Brandon Rook. Love to see people going at each other like that. Carl Tarp gives it to Rook. Rook pulls back out, gives it to Justin. Justin for 3, misses. Tariq trips a bit but goes for the rebound, pulls it back, and it ends up in the Yellow Bumbies' hand. Yellow Bumbies in transition, gives it to Kyron Alexander. Alexander goes up and is blocked by Rook, it seems, again. So Rook on the defensive end, Ralston Best with a behind the back pass and is denied by Christopher Harewood, where he may have been fouled. So Tariq will get the foul. So Tariq will go to the lane for 2. That is Christopher Harewood, sorry, his first personal. Tariq, first free throw is good. Shooting really well at the line recently. Shoots the second. Second is also good, so he seems to be at work on his free throws from the first day. Simeon brings it over the halfway mark, gives it to Kyron Alexander. Alexander fits in, gives it to Trey Ward, who cannot handle the pass, and the ball will stay with the yellow Bumblebees. I think the rest were avoiding calling a foul there between Tariq and Ray. Kyron Alexander gives it to Christopher Harewood. Christopher does not get the shot to go. Christopher gets the rebound and gives it back to Kyron. Kyron misses the long three. Carl Tarp in transition. Tries to blow it through to Rook, but it seems to be a kick ball by the yellow Bumblebees, so the ball will stay with the purple Falcons. Rook to inbound. Rook will give it to Shakozy. Gives it to Justin. Back to Shakozy. Shakozy for three. Misses very sharp. Trey Tanis gives it to Simeon Maynard, who is really pushing in transition. Gives it back to Michael Tanis. Michael Tanis fits. Gives it to Christopher Harewood. Down into Trey. Trey uses a lovely post move. Flips it up and cannot finish. Rebounded by Kyron Alexander, who gives it back to Trey, who goes in for the lovely left hand layup. Brandon Rutt in transition. Pulls back, seeing what he has. Pulls up for three. Three is no good. Michael Tanis gives it to Simeon Maynard, who pushes it in transition. Gives it to Michael Tanis. Michael Tanis to Kyron Alexander. Back to Tanis, and Chris in the corner for three is short. Shooting a lot of threes here. Not getting much to go. Brandon Rutt, Shakozy. Shakozy goes in strong, throws it up, and cannot finish. Tariq with the putback, and he gets it to fall. Tariq is really banging the boards here now. So Michael Tanis will take it now. Gets the ball to Christopher Harewood. Harewood gives it to Trey. Trey will attack strong left hand. Gets it up and in. Trey is having a lovely game to start back the half. Shakozy goes to Carl Tarp. Carl picks it up, plays the dribble, which is stolen by Harewood, where he trips and falls. May have a bit of burnouts here now. Felt a bit tough there, but you know, he's very fast in transition, so it may have hurt a bit. We have a timeout here called by the Purple Falcons, so they will take their first timeout for the second half. Score 45-40 to the Yellow Bumblebees with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left on the clock. We had Simeon Maynard scoring a bit of threes in the game. He has 20 points right now and is really getting in to this game. My apologies, 18 points. 18 points right now in the game. My co-host Charles Vanderpool has just joined me back.
He's having a word with some of the players in the tournament.
He really tries to help the youth. That's one thing about him. And I, for one, love having him around.
Saying Trey with some nice moves out there.
Yes, he's really pulling back.
That's going on. He's really freeing up.
Yeah.
Expressing himself.
He started off as a defensive player, but now he's really trying to get on the offense. Christopher Harewood, who seems to be okay after that spill, gives it to Tanis for three. Tanis misses right. Kyron does not even bother to go after it.
Christopher is very competitive in nature, just not on the baseline. And you heard him saying he's not giving Rook anything.
I love to hear that competitiveness, honestly. Rook gives the ball to Shakozy. Shakozy to Carl. Carl is turned over by Trey. Trey jumped through the lane and gets the steal. Simeon brings it up. Gets it to Kyron Alexander to Trey Ward, who is blocked by Shakozy. Shakozy in transition now. He's being chased by Christopher Harewood.
That's a jump shot.
Ends up giving it back to Rook.
See, these players don't use these jump shots.
Yes, and Tariq gets the finish. I talked about that earlier with them actually. I went over there and I talked to the same Justin Bramall and Carl Tarp about their one dribble pull-ups. This game can really open it up.
Bramall should have just used it. Shy? Well, what is it? Tyron attack. Finds Simeon. Simeon has been hitting so far, but this one is no bueno.
It's very long. So we'll see how it continues. All the way to the ring. He gets through 2-3 defenders. Rook with another 2. He has 10 points so far in the game. Yes. So we have a 1-point game here, guys. It seems to be chipping up right now as we speak. Chris with a long 3, and it is too much. It does not fall. Carl in transition. Tries to pass it and is kicked by Kyron Alexander. Very good, smart move by Kyron Alexander there to stop the fast break.
Bramall gives it back to Clutch. That's his nickname, by the way.
Yes, Shakozy Bordy. Clutch is his nickname. And there's a foul here. So Shakozy is having another fouling game so far for the game. Shakozy has 3 fouls in the game, it seems. But I'm sure that Mark will probably pull him out now, but it isn't really necessary since it's the third quarter. Chris ends up throwing it away. It is a choice. It is a choice. But at this point, I think he's doing more good than bad in the game. So I would have kept him in. Rook goes hard and is fouled by Trey Ward.
No, you see, no. Rook. Trey just swipes when he's trying to block. He just needs to challenge conservatively.
Yes, he really does. So Brandon Rook will go to the lane for 2 free throws here. As usual, there's a lot of missing going on at the free throw lane, but we'll see if he can convert this 2. And the first free throw is no good.
Get out, brother.
Brandon Rook shoots his second. And the second is also no good. So they're missing again at the free throw lane. Oh, it's tripped there by Kyron Alexander. Rook tries to go back up and is blocked. Kyron in transition. Takes it over the halfway mark. Gives it to Simeon Maynard, who then attacks left, flips it up with his right hand, and does not get it to fall. Trey with a lovely rebound, puts it back up, and misses as well, but is given the foul. So the foul will go on number 7 of the Purple Falcons. Carl Tarp will take that. That's his first personal. Friend Charles is a bit hungry here, asking for biscuits. Trey misses his first. Trey misses his first free throw. Again, a lot of missing going on at the free throw line. You really need these points. Trey shoots the second and gets the second to fall.
Good pass.
Carl had 2 points there.
Bramall.
Had 2 points there, my bad.
There's a foul on Carl.
And there's a foul there. The foul will also go on Carl. So Carl is picking up 2 quick fouls there we have. Kyron will go to the lane, shoots his first free throw, and is good. Kyron has been having a pretty good game so far. He has 13 points right now in the game. And he shoots his second. and misses short off the front rim. Brandon throws it to Justin in transition. He fumbles with it a little bit. Brandon brings it over the halfway mark, and it's tipped from behind by Christopher Harewood, who then pulls it through, gives it to Michael Tannis. Yes, he is. Simeon gets it, and he flips it up, gets it to fall. So Simeon is also having a very good game right now. Can't even hold his points on my sheet. Rook goes left, tries to dump it in, gives it to Ralston Best in the corner. Rook, then it ends up being stolen by Christopher Harewood. Very quick reflexes as we see, and it's blocked by Rook, but the foul will go. Yes, the foul will go on Rook. So he's bailed out there. May have been a clean block, but we'll see as it goes. The game has been pretty physical throughout. Christopher Harewood at the line. Airballs his first free throw. Somebody please shut the door.
What would he do here now?
Shoots the second, and the second is
No bueno.
almost falls, but it is no bueno. So as we continue,
The big guy inside, the big guy scores up. Right, strong drive.
throws it up and gets it to fall. Tariq is really showing off some moves here. Tariq,
His name is NBA Lank.
his nickname NBA Lanks from the kids. He has 14 points so far in the game.
Looking very impressive. Oh, what a nice offense. Yeah, it's a foul. It's definitely a foul.
And Kyron gets the and one play as Rook pushed him in the back. So the same people are scoring in this game. There's not much scoring from the other guys, but with Kyron Alexander, Simeon Maynard, Trey Ward for the Yellow Bumblebees, whilst Tariq, Brandon Rook, and Carl for the Purple Falcons.
Well, we saw a little scoring surge by Michael Tannis when his team wasn't getting anything. He had
Yes.
7 points in quick succession.
Quick
And
succession.
Rook started,
Doesn't get a second to fall.
Bravo started very well, but he seems to have
Just
eased
cease.
off the pedal a little bit.
Yes, Brandon Rook goes in strong. He's not given a foul, and the ball will stay with the Yellow Bumblebees. Trey gets it to Kyron Alexander after this. He dumps it down to Chris. Simeon gets it, throws it up, and it's short.
Carl. He finds
Ralston.
Russell takes off. He loses it momentarily, but he
Gets it
right
back.
by the three-point
He's
line.
really a hustler. Justin gives it back, and it's almost stolen by Chris. Carl attacks, puts his head down, puts it up, and gets the and one play.
Strong.
Carl Thorpe for 2, and we'll go to the lane to try to convert. So we have the Yellow Bumblebees up here 1. So Carl will try to level the score here for his Purple Falcons. He shoots it, and he gets it to fall. So Carl, at the point in time, has 11 points in the game. Michael Tannis brings it over the halfway lane with 10 seconds left on the clock. Simeon gets it on the left, gives it to Kyron Alexander. Kyron Alexander into Trey, he loses it. It's tipped, and the ball will go with the Purple Falcons. 1 second left on the clock. We're probably not going to get to see a shot here, but we'll see what happens. Justin lobs it over to Tariq, who does not catch it, so the ball will go out of bounds with 1.1 left on the clock.
He touches it though. He touches it. He tips it.
He tips it.
So it has to start from the
Okay. So Simeon goes for it, 1.1 on the clock. He dribbles it out. Very smart of him. So we end the game, the third quarter, with a level score right now, 51-all. Game has been very close throughout the entire contest. I'm loving what you guys are doing here now. Adrian Cragwell talking out with his team, while Mark Jones is trying to get his guys to stay on track. Purple Falcons with the Purple Falcons right now not having the best record, but they're trying to get some more wins here as they try to steal a win on the Yellow Bumblebees. So Brandon Rook passes it into Carl Thorpe. Carl Thorpe goes right strong, tries to throw it up. Is not given a foul though. Throws it up again and misses everything. Christopher Herwood gives it to Kyron Alexander. Chris brings it over the stripe. He's looking for his teammates. It seems he gives it into Trey. Cuts back door. Trey gives it to Kyron. Kyron to Chris. Chris pulls up for three. Misses. After the past 2 days that we've seen of him scoring 24 consecutively, he is having a very bad game today as he does not have any points. Well, he does not have any points so far for the game. So it might not just be shooting. He's not finishing his layups. He's not getting his free throws. Yes, he is. He's stealing a lot of balls in transition. Yeah, quick reflexes, we see. Lovely finish by Kyron Alexander there. Yes, he isn't. Ruck goes right again.
That's a good standing up by Kyron.
Yes. Ruck is really trying to get there, but I think he's forcing his way just a tad bit too much right now. He's very aggressive finisher. Flips up by by Simeon. Simeon misses. Shakozy gives it over to Justin. Justin to Ruck. Ruck goes up strong and misses. So he will go to the lane for two as he's fouled by Chris.
He's either going all the way with the floater, or he's just either going all the way with the floater.
As I told you before, I spoke to him earlier about it, but it doesn't seem to have clicked as yet. As they say, you can carry the horse to the river, but you can't get him to drink. The first free throw is good by Rook.
The second free throw is better. This one good to bring that home.
Simeon brings it over the half lane.
It's a very good competitive game.
Yes, in our fourth quarter here. 8:34 to play. Ball given into Kyron Alexander, who attacks Carl. His body's not there. And Kyron gets it to fall.
That was too easy.
It looked like he was posting up nothing just now.
It's just too easy. I need to see that competitive nature.
Ruck gives it to Shakozy. Shakozy for three.
Good.
Shakozy hits the three. As I was telling you earlier, the game is very good offensively, but defensively, no one is stepping up to the plates.
That's true.
Purple Falcons up 1. We have 8 minutes left on the clock. Ball is given to Chris, back to Simeon. Simeon pulls up for three.
No good.
And misses off the right side.
He's rushing it. Simeon's rushing it here.
Yes, maybe he's trying to get in it against his fellow teammate, Shakozy Bordy.
Too much room.
Shakozy tries, misses. Trey with a strong board, gives it over to one of his ball handlers. Simeon gets it, attacks left, flips it up, gives it to Chris. Good pass, and Chris cannot finish the ball. As I told you earlier, he's just not finishing, and he's pretty frustrated right now. You can see it on his face. Carl gets it to Shakozy, pulls up for two. Good finish by Shakozy Bordy. He's now getting into the game. Has 8 points in the contest so far. Simeon Maynard gets the ball to Christopher Harewood, who dribbles left hard, goes in, isn't given a fault. These guys are forcing their way. Let's just put it out there. They're not trying to avoid the guys in front of them. Justin with a good finish.
This is the first time I've seen them looking rattled. They actually look rattled.
Yes, and they have their full bench today. That is the difference now. They have their full. Well, I think they're missing one player, but they have most of their guys that are needed right now. I think they may be just tired.
I think the coach needs to settle them. They obviously look rattled. The demeanor, the reactions to calls and no calls. I haven't seen it all the time.
Okay.
This game, they do look rattled. I even see Trey. Like, it seems like he got hit in the face and he's bleeding.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to wash it off.
He got hit by the eye.
He got hit by Chris, I believe, on the miss layup.
Yes, he did. We have medical staff in the area, but I'm really not sure if they will come and help at this point in time. He will probably go wash it off and come back on the court.
No foul, no blood.
No,
They ain't playing hard enough.
this ain't no pain, no game. You know that, Charles. They're gonna leave it all out here as these guys really fight for something. This is bigger than them. These guys are really trying to show off their skills here for coaches overseas at the college level. I'd love to see some of these guys.
College, high school, prep school.
All of it. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter.
Under 18.
Yes, between the ages of 14 to 17, the best juniors in Barbados. Chris Harewood pulls up for three. He misses everything.
That's
And
a very nice pass. Y'all didn't see the play within the play.
so Alexander gets the rebound and the finish. Justin pulls back, crosses, goes baseline hard, gives it to Tariq, who fakes. I think he just fumbled with it, but it seemed to be a fake for him. And Tariq
then missed, then rebounded, then
and got the score. So he's padding his stats there.
Any better.
So the Falcons are up 62-57 right now. If they can hold on from this lead, they would really upset the Yellow Bumblebees right now. Shakozy attacks, gives it up. Shakozy.
Chris is always trying to stop.
Yes, he's always running in transition. He's a runner.
Offensively or defensively.
With the Trey Ward out right now, there's no real defensive presence on the inside for the Yellow Bumblebees at the ring. No ring presence. And he gets the 4-point play. Seems like Simeon Maynard and his mother is very excited for him.
His mother just did laps. She has to be tired. She's going to sleep good tonight.
You said lots. It looked like she was doing the running man there. So Simeon will go to the lane. Foul was on 9 of the Purple Falcons. Justin Brown with the foul. That is
He's encouraging his team to keep playing.
I always hate to see fouls like that because unless this guy is killing you from the 3-point lane, I think you should really just put a hand up. He converts.
Give him no room to be doing. Ruck, attacks, stops, goes up, misses it. Tariq on the board. He doesn't need to dribble there.
Oh, Ruck is flying. Tariq upfits again and finishes.
Beautiful move. Made me clap.
Who is this guy, Tariq Harewood? I'm not.
He's a cricketer too.
Yes, he is a cricketer. Very tall cricketer, to be precise. He's really stepped up for his team. Carl attacks in transition, goes up and is fouled. I think he could have. I'm not sure. I felt like he was really going to dunk it at first and ended up turning his hand for a finger roll. But he could have made that finish a bit easier. He will go to the lane for 2 though.
Well, these rims are a bit higher than usual.
Yes, they might have jumped him. Yeah. He's very tall, but
he made the height. I just don't think he believed he would have made that.
So he gets his first free throw. His first free throw is.
Good.
We're hearing Charles again with his very excited free throw words. Mic is falling
Second
off.
one is
Also good. Always good to see the guys scoring their free throws. They're up 7 now. More than likely, the Yellow Bumblebees will take a timeout if they cannot convert on this possession. Ball is given to Christopher Harewood, who gives it back to Simeon Maynard. Simeon Maynard looks to dump it into his fellow teammate, and it's stolen by Rook. Rook brings it up, gives it over. It looks like he was going to give it over, but he's going to bring it over the halfway lane, settling his team. Ball given to Carl Tarp, to Chris Bramo.
3. I don't think I've seen it hit any yet.
Sorry,
and I still
Justin Bramo. Kyron attacks in transition.
Chris will get
Slapped off the board by Carl Tarp.
That is a very explosive play by Carl.
Nice pass by Shakozy, nice spin. Justin gets it to fall.
And the Falcons are flying.
These guys are really showing it off right now. I'm enjoying this game.
The teammates are into it.
I'm into it. Oh, Simeon does not get it to fall.
Lost their sting.
I'm expecting the timeout here, but
Yes.
I don't know what's
first. Here comes Rook. We know where he is going.
all the way to the ring. He needs to settle his team right now. Adrian Cragwell is unsure of what to do.
He's waiting to get this time. He needs to get Trey back into the game. He needs to get Trey back into the game. Simeon is really trying to put his team back into it, but he can't get anything.
And it loses it.
They're not close.
Chris goes in, gives it to Simeon. Simeon for 3. It's good. So Simeon will try to battle back his team right now.
That's a nice punch and pass by Chris. Bramo attacks nicely off pass.
And Tariq will get the 2.
There's no rotation.
I must say, there are a lot of points in this contest. There are a lot of points in it. As I said before, they're just doing it offensively. Who will step up on the defensive end?
And it seems like the
Rook gets the steal. This is it off to Carl, and Carl misses the, and he maybe is a jump ball.
We are so accustomed to Rook attacking the ring. He laid it off. I think the pass actually jumped Carl.
Yes, it may have jumped Carl right there.
Nice pass, but I think it jumped Carl.
I think it jumped to Rook. So the Yellow Bumblebees take it up. There are
Coach is urging them not to take off the pressure. Keep the pressure on.
yes, the Purple Falcons are up 10 right now.
It's a foul.
And there's a foul here, a pushing foul on Tariq Harewood.
Really into it. And you can see the Bumblebees have the most fans here today.
Yes, they do. Tariq has his first personal there. Trey misses, and 2 points are good. It seems there was a basket interference there. So Trey Ward will get that 2 to fall.
That's 2 points for Trey, 2 just now.
Yes. So Rook gets it on the baseline.
Rook seeing what he has.
Gives it over to Bramo. Bramo fades, throws it up.
Famous jab step to the one.
Floater. Yes, he loves that floater, Charles. He loves that floater. And the ball will go back to the Yellow Bumblebees. Mark is very upset with the call right now, but
yes, but
we have to continue playing.
the Bumblebees are still fighting their way in this
Yes,
game.
they are. They're only down 8 single digits. Ball is given to Jason Stepney. Jason gives it to Trey. Trey misses everything.
But look who's on the board.
Again, he misses though. Kyron is really trying to battle back for his team. Justin Bramo tries to give it over. Looks like he may have been fouled there. But Rook carries it, gives it to Shakozy for 3. Nothing. Carl gets the rebound. Is fouled by Trey Award, it may seem. Ball was on the floor.
Oh, Simeon has really responded to the crowd here. You can see he's frustrated.
Recording to the crowd. Actually, the foul there may have been on Shakozy Bordy, so that may have been his 4th foul. So there are 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the quarter, and the Purple Falcons are up 8.
The Bumblebees are frustrated.
Yes, they are.
They're trying their best here, but they are frustrated. The crowd is getting to them. The refs is getting to them. The players are getting to them. They need to step up and just ignore everything. Just concentrate on getting themselves back into the game.
We have Simeon Maynard really trying to get his team back into it right now. He has a game-high 26 points. Was his fellow teammate right now, Kyron Alexander, has 20, and Trey Ward has 13. So the Yellow Bumblebees are not out of it yet. And then on the other end, we have Purple Falcons with Tariq Harewood having 20 points. That is his career high to me because I haven't seen him shoot so well or put back so well as the game went on. Whilst Brandon Wright has 14 and Carl Tarp also has 14. He just scored his first free throw. Next up, we also have the Black Millipedes playing the Blue Barracudas, which seems to be a very good matchup here now. He misses the second, and we have Chris in transition, throws it up and gets it to fall. So Christopher Harewood will score his first 2 of the game. Ball is given to Justin Brommel. Brommel.
They're active on D here now. They're active on D.
Ball is given. Oh, Chris trips up. Shakozy throws it up, misses.
It seems to be a 3-second violation.
Which is a very unorthodox call.
Asking the ref if he didn't go out the key. The ref doesn't know.
Yes. Dwight Rouse will tell you how it is.
Down 7.
So
Falcons need a stop and Bumblebees
need a score. And Simeon pulls up and gets it to fall.
3.
So he has 29 points so far in the contest. Charles is very excited about that shot. So 75-71. The Purples need.
Plays.
Yes, they do. But in this case, small players also make big plays.
Clutch, will he answer? No, he can't.
But Tariq battling again on the boards. Gives it off to Tariq. I would.
Power dribble.
He gets it off glass. It does not fall. And the ball is tipped out. Chris gets it. Chris gives it to Simeon. It might be a bit too much for the Simeon Maynard, who fights really hard to get to it. So the ball will go back to the Purple Falcons. It's really a competitive game here.
They're only down 4.
Almost wish I was commentating for the whole stadium. So Justin brings it over the half.
I'm enjoying this game. Enjoying this game.
Tariq gives it off to Carl Tarp.
Carl makes a dribble and kills it. I don't know why players do this.
Carl throws it over to Shakozy. Shakozy goes into Tariq. Tariq is holding the ball very strong. Throws it up, misses. Tariq.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. It's on the floor. They're battling for it. And we have Chris in transition. Chris, like he's going to go all the way, gives it to Simeon.
Simeon, who's been hot.
Pulls up for 3, misses. Shakozy dribbles through 4 men. And he's still dribbling, gives it to Carl.
On the break. The coach is begging him to hold it.
And Tariq is fouled. They may have been bailed out there.
The coach is asking him to hold it. Is he nervous?
He might be.
It's a very tight game. I mean,
they have 41 seconds left on the clock, so maybe holding it might have killed some time, and then they could have. Yes, you gotta push. I agree with you, but I was just trying to tell you what he may want at this point in time. He's not very new to coaching, but he always coaches juniors, so that one will fall for him.
It's very exciting here for his team. He's cheering them on aggressively, and Tariq has the second free throw, and it is no bueno.
Too long.
And Kyron has the board, and Kyron is trying to find someone.
Kyron pushes off Carl. Jason Stepney, who attacks. Jason Stepney takes on his own and is fouled. Looks like he may have been bailed out there. So the foul will go on Tariq Harewood. Yes, very.
I think that's a tough one, but you know, refs, and players play.
Yes, they do. So Jason Stepney at the lane. He shoots his first. First is good. Lovely free throw by him. That's his first point for the game. It's the ones we don't expect that usually come up at this point in time. Yeah, it's a very close game. If he can hit this, he can bring his team back in to finish. He gets the second to fall. So we have a 2-point game. I think they may have messed up the score there a bit, but it is a 2-point game. Carl Tarp. There's a double dribble call there. Maybe that is why Mark wanted them to hold it a bit earlier.
He should have called a timeout.
So Michael Tannis goes into the game for Trey Ward. They're trying to get a score here. Oh, they're down 3 actually. There was a mistake on the score, so they need a 3 right now. So bringing out Trey Ward might have been the best play. Simeon brings it to the hoop and gets a quick 2. And the ball is stolen there. They have 12 seconds left on the clock. They need to pressure up high the Yellow Bumblebees, and Trey will go back into the game.
The Bumblebees have to fall.
That is a very good sub.
I think Mark needs a timeout. Martin needs a timeout. The score is right.
There's a bit of hustle here at the desk. Upset with players throwing on their players. So a very intense game here. We have 12 seconds left on the clock, and the Purple Falcons are up 1. So I really didn't expect this, guys. I know it was a very close game, but I thought a team would have pulled away by now. So
we've seen some very amazing plays by these players. The chase down block by Carl. You see Simeon stepping out, hitting some big threes. Like, this game has had it all. It's had it all.
Let's just pause for a second. Simeon Maynard brought his team back into this contest in the ending as well, but he has a 31 points, which is the most we've seen of a player since the tournament has started. So Simeon Maynard is really having a good tournament.
Next game we have
The Blue Barracudas versus the Black Millipedes. It seems like some of the players are expecting someone called Darren Hurley to score 40 next
Well, I've
game.
had a word with him earlier, and he promised me he's going deep into the bag for this game.
Okay, so hopefully,
see what this kid is made of.
hopefully it doesn't rain before that though. So as we continue on, Justin Brummel gets the ball in, bounded to Rook. Rook,
I'll leave it in.
12 seconds, it starts, and he's fouled.
I'll put it in Rook hand.
Yes, I'm putting
I'll live with Rook at the line here. They need to foul again, though.
me right now,
I'm
anybody, and Rook or Tariq. Tariq has been scoring free throws really well throughout the game so far. So Rook or Tariq.
Last one, Tariq.
Yes, he did miss his last one. So maybe he might not be clutch, but those are the guys I'm putting at. I don't want to put at the line right now.
It's a clutch. His nickname is Clutch.
And we have Rook at the lane, so they were in the bonus. We have 10 seconds left on the clock. If he can score these, he can make it difficult on the other team, but it's not impossible, as we saw Simeon Maynard. Simeon has
difficult
6 threes for the game so far.
6 threes. That's a lot.
That's a lot of threes.
Including 1 and 1 3. And Rook
Rook misses his
can't
first.
absorb the pressure here. What would he do on the second free throw?
What the Bumblebees need right now is a rebound. So he shoots it. It's long to the left, and the Bumblebees go for it, and they get the rebound. The Bumblebees throw it over to Kyron Alexander. Kyron Alexander in transition, Trey attacks, and he misses. He loses the ball. Is not giving a foul, and the ball will go over to Tyreek.
And the crowd is complaining that it may have been a foul.
Yes,
But they're not
but-
complaining that it may have been a travel also.
Yes. Not only was it a travel, the ball flew out of Trey's hands, so he was not in possession of it.
It didn't hit Tyreek on the way out. So it's going to be Bumble.
So we have 2 seconds left on the clock. We have Tanis inbounding the ball for the Yellow Bumblebees. Tanis throws it over, gets it to almost fall, and it misses, and that's the game. And the Purple Falcons will take a heartbreaker. The Purple Falcons will win by 1 point, 76-75, guys.
Wow.
That was very interesting.
Wow.
I enjoyed that game to the end. They had it to win. The Yellow Bumblebees had it to win, but they just could not get it to fall there. So as we end the game, for the Yellow Bumblebees, we had Simeon Maynard with 31 points, Kyron Alexander with 20, and Trey Ward with 13. Whilst for the Purple Falcons, who won that game, we have Tariq Harewood with 21, Brandon Rutt with 14, and Carl Torp with 13, and also Justin Brummel with 12 points. 14, my bad. Carl Torp had 14 points. What a very exciting game.
The scoring was more spread out for the Hawks than for the Falcons than it was for the Bumblebees.
Yes, it was. And 3 people really doing the work.
Double figures,
Yes,
actually.
and that.
Michael Thomas was the next